see a participant from last year's playoff, the Temple Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mountaineers will kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for just a second about Temple. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Oh, they're after him. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Galloway. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hubbard. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to
catch inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time he's got it. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And they can't make the connection.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete! Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Ready. Pushes ahead. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Buys a little time. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
221 wing. 221 wing. Let's go.
Tries again to get it in. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer. And
breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's a draw. Turning it on. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to self-pass on a draw. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the second level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks.
Ready.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Picked off and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Owls! And they turn it into a defensive score. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continued to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Dropping back, it's Duggar. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a touchdown, Owls. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
West Virginia, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Trying to take it back. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive. He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Fires to the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Back's got it. Touchdown, Temple! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
West Virginia, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. All alone, he's got it. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I feel like it's hard to forget to cover the big fella, the tight end, the man over the middle of the field most of the time. He comes wide open. I don't know if it was a busted coverage or whatever, but he makes a big play for this offense, and the defense better take note. We got to cover the tight end.
And he throws another interception. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the back. Bringing it back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
35.
The Owls will boot it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Second down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Right down the middle. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
West Virginia.
The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
To the air on second down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Rides the back on the option to give. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He gets a block, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got the first down and still on his feet. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And that's a first down for the offense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Hubbard. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. The Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
First down, West Virginia.
No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Rifles it down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, West Virginia. A great catch and run for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away.
Formation to kick it away.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Give to the back. Picks up the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe...
Turning it on! And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
We know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And the Owls buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
First down for the offense.
it.